it because I'm white, there's an issue with me liking black girls? I don't get it. Like, I can like an Asian girl, and there's no issue. I can like another white girl, there's no issue. I can like a Latina, and there ain't no issue. Filipino, no issue. But as soon as I say I'm into black woman, it's a big kerfuffle. Oh my God. You like black. Why do you like it? It's like everyone's like super suspicious. Suddenly, yo, if you like pizza, I'm not gonna ask you why the fuck you like pizza unless you have pineapple on that shit. No, I'm joking. I like pineapple. But anyway, if you like pizza, you like pizza. That is your preference. Now, it's not to say that I am not attracted to other races. Yo, I even considered dating a white girl last year. So, it's just that I have a preference. And my ex-wife said once I go black, I never go back, so...
I do not like my take on Huda being in a perpetual competition with the dark-skinned black women on the show. Y'all are not going to like this take I have on Nick and Alandria. I know why a certain couple of podcasters invited Nick on that show and were asking very roundabout questions, basically trying to avoid the one question they want to ask. Why the would you date a black woman? Aren't you ashamed? Aren't you worried about what people would think? And when I make these comments about how white women do not want black women to date within their own races, this isn't just exclusive to white women. This is any diaspora of ethnicity. The further you deviate from their cultural systems, and I would go as far as saying some of them adopt American cultural identities and feel it's easier to align themselves with white supremacy. And it's not necessarily that they hate that you in particular as a black woman, it's not that they hate you for dating a man outside of your race. They hate how it disrupts the system. And depending on the woman, they might do some things. They might embarrass you, embarrass themselves, degrade the man that you're seeing in order to remind you that they do not accept what you're doing.
Hello everyone and welcome to this video. So we're exploring the reason why some people feel jealous when they see black women loved and treasured by white and Asian men. So why are people jealous? What is the feeling behind it? So understanding jealousy is a natural and universal emotion. It usually surfaces when we perceive a threat to something that we deeply value, be it love, acceptance, social status, or identity. Psychologists explain jealousy as an emotional response to the fear of losing something important to us, often related to relationships or self-worth. It distinguishes from envy, which is wanting something someone else has but we don't. When jealousy arises seeing black women loved and cherished by white or Asian men, it's a sign of deeper insecurities or social dynamics at play. For the longest time, black women have been overlooked. Human beings are social creatures who identify strongly with their racial, ethnic, or cultural groups. This group identity shapes much of our self-esteem and belonging. When people witness romantic loves crossing racial lines, such as black women with white or Asian men, it can stir complex feelings about group boundaries, belonging, and cultural loyalty. For example, some black men may feel jealousy or competition because of cultural pride and desire to protect black women from what they perceive as cultural loss or rejection. On the other hand, some white or Asian individuals may feel jealousy if they internalize societal stereotypes about black women, desirability, or status. Historically, black women have been marginalized and stereotyped. To understand current feelings, we must acknowledge the long history of black women marginalization. There has always been that negative stereotype about black women, the angry black women, the Jezebel, that dehumanize them and limit how society value their beauty and worth. Also, the hypersexualization. At the same time, black women have often been hypersexualized, viewed through a narrow lens of exoticism rather than authentic humanity. These conflicting narratives have left a complex legacy that still influence how black women are perceived and how their relationships are viewed. There's also that hierarchy of racial and power structure. There is white privilege and social status. Because whiteness has often been associated with social power and privilege, when white men publicly love black women, it challenges traditional racial and society hierarchy. This can provoke discomfort or jealousy among those who feel that their social status is threatened. Asian men and racial stereotypes. Asian men also navigate stereotypes that portray them as less masculine or desirable. Seeing Asian men love and treasure black women can disrupt these narratives but also create confusion or jealousy among some observers. So, what is the impact also of colonialism? Colonial histories embedded racialized ideas about purity, desirability, and race mixing. Remember, they have the highest hierarchy is usually to have blonde hair, blue eyes, and of course to have a pale skin. So these ideas still influence contemporary attitudes towards interracial relationships. Relationships between black women and men from other racial groups may challenge these embedded ideas, stirring jealousy, discomfort rooted in cultural conditioning. Also, there is that personal insecurity and self esteem. Often, jealousy stems from internal feelings of low self esteem or insecurity. People who feel unworthy of love or believe society's beauty standard don't favor black women might project their frustration onto those relationships. For example, someone who struggles with their own appearance or relationship success may feel resentful seeing black women loved and valued openly. This jealousy isn't about black women themselves, but about the observer's own emotional struggles. So racism and colorism has been internalized for the longest time. So many black women have experienced colorism, their preferences for lighter skin tones, both inside and outside their communities. When black women are loved and treasured regardless of skin tone or appearance, it can threaten those who have internalized colorism or self-hatred. This internal conflict can manifest as jealousy or resentment towards interracial couples. Fear of loss and romantic competition. Jealousy is often linked to fear of loss or competition. Black men may feel protective over black women, seeing interracial relationships as a loss to their community or challenge to their romantic prospect. Similarly, men from other racial groups may feel competitive pressure if they perceive black women as desirable and fear losing opportunities for connection. This dynamic is intensified by society narratives about scarcity and competition in love. Also, society and cultural pressure play a part. Many people face pressure from family and community regarding who they should date or marry. Interracial relationships, especially those involving black women and men from other racial groups, can be discouraged or stigmatized. When individuals defy these expectations, jealousy or discomfort can arise among observers who value cultural preservation or society conformity. Also, the media has played a role where they portray as people should marry within their race, unlike the interracial relationships. So historically, black women have been underrepresented or misrepresented in media. Positive portrayal of black women loved by white and Asian men challenge old narratives which can provoke jealousy or discomfort in those used to stereotype images. Social media amplification. The rise of social media platform has increased visibility of interracial couples. Seeing black women in happy, loving interracial relationship publicly celebrated can inspire many but also trigger jealousy or insecurity in some viewers. The contrast between online idealized love stories and personal realities can deepen feelings of inadequacy. Also, for the longest time, black men have always protected black women. One black man shared that seeing black women date outside their race made him feel like a piece of cultural identity was slipping away. Others describe jealousy more as a feeling of romantic competition and desire for deeper connection. White man and Asian perspective. For the white man and Asian men in interracial relationship with black women often face their own stereotypes. Some have shared in experiences of jealousy from peers or family members who question their motives or masculinity. They also speak about the joy and growth that come from loving black women authentically, challenging societal expectations. Also, the black women voices. They often emphasize the importance of authentic love that transcends stereotype and society pressure. Many speak about the joy of being treasured for who they truly are, not for fetishized images. All right. Now, what is the conclusion? Jealousy toward seeing black women loved and treasured by white and Asian men is a multifaceted emotional response rooted in history, culture, and personal insecurity and society pressure. By understanding these roots with empathy, we can move forward towards a world where love is celebrated in all its diverse, beautiful forms beyond race, stereotypes, or limitation. Thank you guys for listening to this video, and please subscribe to my channel and drop your comments. What are your thoughts? I'd love to hear from you guys. And remember, most black women who get married to Asian men and white men, they have the highest rate of having successful relationship as compared to people who marry within their race. Let me know what your thoughts are. Please subscribe.